Welcome to the Highly Effective Man podcast, hosted by former Navy SEAL turned life and fitness coach. I'm your host, JP Bolwahnn. This podcast is your resource for unlocking the healthiest, most productive, and highly effective man within you. Let's go. We're back. What's up, guys? You're listening to the Highly Effective Man podcast, where we talk about mindset, fitness, nutrition, and today we're going to be talking about the discipline that it takes to succeed in life. I'm your host, JP Bolwahnn, a former Navy SEAL, college football player, firefighter, life coach, and most recently, jiu-jitsu competitor. If you tuned in today, you're looking for real talk, no fluff, no excuses, just what it takes to dominate your health, fitness, and mindset. So today we're going to talk about something that separates those who succeed from those who quit, the role of self-discipline in success. Man, you might not want to hear this, but self-discipline is the backbone to your health journey. You have to have the talent, the resources, or you can have all the talent and the resources and the time in the world, but without discipline, it means nothing. So let's cut the BS and let's dive into how you can build and maintain discipline in your health and fitness. It doesn't matter if you're in your 30s, your 40s, or beyond. It's never too late to lock it in. So first off, let's get one thing clear. Self-discipline isn't some mystical trait that only guys are born with. It's a skill. It's a habit. Something you train just like your body. In the SEAL teams, and Jocko has made this popular. He talks about how discipline equals freedom. The more control you have over yourself, the more freedom you gain in every area of your life, whether it's your fitness, your career, or your relationship. So let's break this down. Self-discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's about showing up when it's hard. It's about pushing through when you're tired. And it's about sticking to the plan no matter what distractions come your way. When I transitioned out of the military and into football, I was, a young buck at 32 years old. Yep, that's right. I said 32 years old. I did my time in the Navy. I got out of the Navy and then decided I wanted to go to school and play football. But it wasn't about how fast I could run or how strong I was. It was about showing up day in, day out. And even when the odds were not in my favor, I showed up, okay? I had younger guys, bigger guys, stronger guys, that I was competing for a position on the football team. And today, just like in jiu-jitsu, where every role is like a test of willpower and grit, success in fitness and life comes down to discipline, period. Now, why does discipline matter in your health journey? Well, look, motivation comes and goes. There's going to be days when you wake up, when you're fired up to hit the gym, go for a run, you prep your meals. But what about those days when life hits hard? Maybe you didn't sleep well. Maybe the kids kept you up all night. Maybe work's piling up or you're just not feeling it. That's where discipline comes in. Okay? For guys like me or guys like you, you're busy as hell trying to balance work, maybe a family. There's going to be countless reasons why you skip a workout or you fall off your nutrition. And I'm here to tell you, excuses are always there. They're always available. But the thing about discipline is that it kicks those excuses right in the mouth, right? It's like, everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face, right? Like Mike Tyson says. I don't care how you feel, okay? This is what needs to get done. That's discipline. When I started training jiu-jitsu, I had every reason to quit, man. I'm in my 40s and I'm starting jiu-jitsu, right? There's young guys, there's guys that have been doing it for a long time, but I showed up, okay? I've made the commitment that I'm going to keep doing jiu-jitsu. Like I've made this goal that at some point I'm going to receive my black belt, right? And I've committed to that. And because I've committed to that, I'm going to show up to training. That's discipline. And you've got to approach fitness the same way. So how do we build discipline? Well, the first step is simple. You just start small. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. In fact, the fastest way to fail is to try and change too many things at one time. Instead, just pick one or two things you can control right now. Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier, or you get your run in, before your breakfast, or maybe it's cutting out that one unhealthy snack that you always reach for, or it's cleaning out your cupboard, making sure there's nothing there that's going to take you away from your goals, right? You focus on the small, consistent actions that you can do. And over time, these little victories, they compound. That's how I approached everything from SEAL training to football to competing in jiu-jitsu. You don't win the war in one day. You win by showing up for battle every single day. Now, the second key to building discipline is accountability. Look, it's easy to lie to yourself, but it's a hell of a lot harder to lie to somebody else, right? If you tell somebody your goals, it's a lot harder to lie to them and have them hold you accountable. That makes it just a little bit harder to not show up to that workout, right? It can be a workout partner, or somebody in your family. Find somebody that's going to hold your feet to the fire. It could be a coach. When I was prepping for football and I'm in my 30s, I had a strength coach who didn't care about what I was doing or what my past was. All he cared about was if I showed up, I did the work. That's accountability, and that's what kept me in check. Another thing you want to do is you want to remove distractions. You don't have time to waste. Get rid of anything that's not pushing you towards your goals. Whether it's that unhealthy food in your house, late night Netflix binges, toxic people in your life, cut it out. Get it out. Okay? Long commutes, cut that out. Whatever it is, just get your time back and don't let distractions hold you back. Okay? You need to protect your time. You need to protect your energy, and you need to focus. You need to protect your focus. Okay? Now, when we're building discipline, there's a lot that goes into it, right? So we're building it, but how do we maintain it? That's where the long game comes in. It's easy to be disciplined for 1 week or 2 weeks. But what about after a month, 6 months, a year? That's where the real work begins. I talk about, I have this little drawing that I give my clients, and it shows a man standing on one mountain and his goal is on another mountain. But to get to that mountain, he's got to go down in the valley. And I talk about how when you're in that valley, or when you're going down the hill or down the mountain that you've been standing on, it's real easy, right? Because that's when you're disciplined, you're motivated, you got everything going for you. But then you're in this valley and there's trees or whatever it is, and maybe you've lost sight of your goal. That's where discipline and consistency is going to keep you going and then up to that next mountain. All right. That's, like I said, that's where the real work begins. Okay. And one thing I've learned over the years of throughout all the occupations that I've had, and especially in coaching, is that discipline and consistency is not a straight line, right? There's peaks and valleys. You're going to hit setbacks. There's going to be injuries. There's going to be bad days. Maybe you slip on your diet. But here's the thing. Discipline doesn't mean perfection. It means consistency. You fall down, you get back up. There's no excuses. Now, I always tell my coaching clients, we got to plan for those unexpected events, or we got to plan for those bad days. Okay? When you're not feeling good, and it's easy to, or when you're feeling good, it's easy to stick to the plan. But what's your strategy when you don't feel like it? For me, I build systems, whether it's setting out my workout clothes the night before, meal prepping on the weekends, or having a non-negotiable workout time. Most recently, I've been, putting everything into a calendar. I'm talking about, what I'm doing when I wake up. What's my morning routine? What time am I eating breakfast? What do I have laid out for my workout clothes? At what time am I getting on the road to where I need to go? Okay, so I don't leave my success to chance, and neither should you. And one thing that most people don't get is that discipline is freedom, and it's like a common saying now, right? Because Jocko's made it popular, but it couldn't be more true, right? It sounds counterintuitive, but once you've built that discipline into your life, you're no longer held back by your own weakness. You're free to chase your goals, push your limits, and live the life that you want to live. You're not a slave to your cravings or to laziness or distractions anymore. You're the one in control. That's what self-discipline gives you. And over time, the small sacrifices pay off. Okay? Whether it's shaving minutes off your mile time, seeing your body change in the mirror, or feeling stronger on the jiu-jitsu mats, discipline leads to success. Okay? So to wrap this up, self-discipline is the key to unlocking your potential. It's not something you're born with. It's something you build. And once you've got it, no one can take it away from you. Remember, start small, stay consistent, and plan for those bad days. That's how you keep going when others quit. And that's how you succeed. Not just in your health and fitness journey, but in all walks of life, in all the areas of your life. And if today's episode hit home, don't forget to subscribe, share this with somebody, and leave a review. And as always, stay disciplined, stay focused, and keep pushing past your limits. Thanks for tuning in to The Highly Effective Man. Until next time, stay strong. Let's go. Thank you for listening to the Highly Effective Man podcast. If you enjoyed or learned something on this episode, do me a favor and share this with somebody who you think needs to hear it. And one last thing, if you want to work with me as your coach to help you get fit, be more productive, and in general, just be the most effective version of yourself, head over to my site, higherlevelcoaching.co. Once again, that's higherlevelcoaching.co, and schedule a call with me there. Thank you again. Let's go.